Hi guys, welcome to a new video. This video is going to focus, as you can tell by the title, on slipcover editions and more specifically some of my favourite slipcovers from my collection. I don't kind of collect slipcovers as a rule like a lot of people do. If I like the title and it comes with a slipcover, then that's cool. Or if there's a kind of alternate slipcover or a kind of special edition lenticular thing like that, I'll probably try and make the effort to pick it up, but I don't chase down everything that I can that has a slipcover. I know some guys have got awesome slipcover collections and managed to just track down some really cool stuff. A little bit like the whole kind of steelbook, media book kind of collecting community. I'm going to quickly go through. I've got about kind of 10 of my favourites out of my collection. I know one kind of criticism that is aimed at slipcovers by a lot of people is that it's literally just the kind of the reprint of the artwork from the keep case on a slipcover and put over the top of it, and as such is a little bit pointless. I can see that, you know, that an element of that argument's quite fair, I suppose. But it's all good, you know. It's another cool thing for us to collect. So let's crack on. I'm going to start with a kind of one that isn't a slipcover edition. It's not a kind of typical one. It's the Avatar 4-disc set, the UK set. I would say it's a slipcover edition in that it does have this kind of main slipcover that comes off the top like this, and then underneath you have like the kind of another kind of cardboard outer with some cool artwork on there, and then the kind of keep case inside that again. So it's kind of a double slipcover, I would say, in that you kind of have this section here and then the kind of slipcover that goes over the top of it. So I don't know, I'm going to include that. Love the artwork on it. I am a big fan of the film. Very cool. That's Avatar. Next up I'm going to pick the Scott Pilgrim HMV exclusive Real Heroes edition of Scott Pilgrim from the UK. Just love the artwork on this, love the kind of pinks and purples and reds. Very cool kind of comic book style, and I think obviously with it being from a kind of comic book, just kind of fits in well with the film. Again, the artwork underneath is the same, but just love the kind of artwork on the cover there. Some of this kind of the title and things like that's kind of got a shiny look to it. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but very cool. Great film also. Next up I'm going to pick Zodiac, just because again it's got one of these kind of side slips, but I love how the kind of the outer is this kind of file kind of paper or something, and then inside it's kind of made up as a kind of letter to the Chronicle, with the kind of the postmark and everything on there, and then that whole thing kind of slips into that kind of outer case. Very cool. Next I'm going to pick Road to Perdition. Not the kind of the most different from the internal case, but I like this because this outer here, if you can pick it up, has a kind of shiny rain effect, which obviously from the scene in the film where it's raining really works well. This is a sticker on there that needs to come off really, but it's just got that kind of ever so slightly shiny rain effect running across the top of the case there, which I think is really cool. Very cool film as well. And one of my favourites, this one, is Sherlock Holmes, where you can see kind of Watson and Holmes changing into each other. Very cool 3D look to this. Different from the case underneath as well, in that kind of has them both stood there, and then the outer has the kind of flipping image there. Very cool. And in a similar vein to that, we have Triangle. A bit of an underrated kind of horror film in my opinion. I really enjoyed this film, and if the camera picks it up there, you can see as you turn it the kind of character's face changes, and there's a figure that appears in the background there. It's a shame, you know, with this kind of UK release that they've messed it up with all these quotes and all this rubbish on there. Would have been better to keep it as kind of bare bones, bare minimum as possible, but what are you going to do? Another cool one, this one is Limitless. I don't know how well it's going to pick up there, but you can see Bradley Cooper and De Niro kind of stood out against that kind of flashy kind of New York background there with the cars zooming by. Really nice 3D effect on this. Underneath just got the kind of scene of them there too, stood there, but that's really cool. That's Limitless. And next we have Stargate. Very similar to the kind of internal keep case artwork, but this has that kind of like shimmery effect within the Stargate there on the pyramid that kind of almost looks like the kind of Stargates in action, if you like. Very cool looking effect on that one. And another kind of lenticular 3D one is the Crazies, with the little girl stood. Again, I don't know how well this is going to be picked out, guys. Similar to the internal artwork, but she kind of stands out against this kind of burning town. Very, very 3D there. Very, very well done 3D effect on that. That's the Crazies. And probably my favourite slipcover at the moment is the director's cut of Watchmen from the States. Just really, really well done kind of 3D effect with the glass and all the characters in the background. Very, very cool. And obviously the case underneath is very similar. Just love the kind of 3D there. Doesn't that almost looks like you can put your fingers, you know, underneath it, like very, very cool. And next one is Disney Pixar's Up. Nothing fantastic about it. I just love the kind of minimalist design on this. It is the same as the internal artwork. This is like the 4-disc set that contains the Blu-ray and the DVDs and the digital copies and all this kind of thing. But I love the kind of the minimalist like kind of artwork on here, and then you have the kind of balloons on there that are all embossed kind of individually, standing out against it. Very, very nice slipcover there. Very cool. Great film as well. And finally, guys, we've got Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Love this film. Really, really great kind of comedy film, if you like. If you haven't seen it, definitely worth checking out. Not fantastically different from the internal artwork, but it has a really cool kind of embossed look to the kind of you know, everything on there almost is kind of raised and embossed, which is really, really cool. And that's it, guys. I thought I'd kind of show you, you know, like a dozen or so, 10 or a dozen or so of my favourite slipcovers. I know there's many, many more really cool ones out there. One that kind of springs to mind at the moment is the Jennifer's Body slipcover. I know it's probably not the greatest film, but it has like the kind of 3D almost Megan Fox kind of coming out the front of it, which is great for a few reasons, I suppose. And a whole host of other ones. Right, that's it. Thanks for taking the time to listen to me waffle on about slipcovers, guys. I'll be back very, very soon in the next few days with a kind of full Blu-ray and DVD update of all the things I've picked up in the last week. Thanks again for watching. In the meantime, take care, everybody. See you very soon. Bye-bye.